Are we Schnee?
Cool. All right, fellas. Well, we are tapping in about Thursday night football game. I didn't see the game. I looked at some of the highlights today. I'm just a vessel, but I know you guys have some stuff to say. Let you guys get at it. I did see Bucky didn't do as well as Steve thought he would do, but I saw Kyle Pitts go absolutely bananas. Even Kirk Cousins did his thing. But again, I didn't watch the game. I'm just looking at some of these stats.
Yeah, he had a record-breaking night, bro. Probably one of the best tight end games, honestly, of all time, bro.
So what was his stat line, Shay? What did he finish with?
11 catches on 12 targets for 166 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had 40.10.
That's crazy. And Bake had him sitting, bro.
That's the best performance from a tight end from the year. I think Brock Bowers he was like 39 or something. And he did it at the right time during fantasy football playoffs. So.
It's about damn time. Kyle
Pitts, the unicorn, bro.
We've been waiting for Kyle Pitts for a while. I think the last 3 weeks
he's been solid.
He was playing like okay, and then bro, Atlanta has no receivers right now. They go to Kyle Pitts because
they're playing David Sills. David Sills is from West Virginia. He was like originally a quarterback, and then he went to West Virginia, and then he transitioned to wide receiver. So he's like a low end like roster wide receiver that they were using, and he actually had a decent game. Like
Drake London's still out.
I don't know if too many people know who David Sills is. Yeah, he had 10 points, bro. He had 6 catches for 78 yards. He actually was a quarterback at El Camino out here.
Kirk Cousins, he looked good. He looked comfortable. That was a good Thursday night game because some of those Thursday night football games are like doozies. They either snap or they're boring.
Yeah,
that was a good game. He did have a good game. It looks like.
I think it was cool to see Mike Evans. 16 points, 6 catches for 132 yards. If he would have had a touchdown, that would have just. But I mean, you'll take 16 points from Mike Evans, bro.
How did Baker look?
Coming back from a collarbone. Baker, he did good, bro. Like fantasy wise, he did good. Like 19 completions on 34 attempts, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns.
So he looked good, though.
1 interception. I think Atlanta's defense, for the most part, like they get after it. So he was like under pressure a lot.
Yeah, Atlanta is a good defense, bro. They're underrated for sure. They're big up front too.
They get after the quarterback a lot. Usually the passing game, like from the other teams, usually struggle against him. But I mean, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin did good. Kadon was out, so then they were using another tight end. And Sean Tucker, he's a vulture, bro. Goal line vulture.
Yeah, I mean, bro, because I got Bucky, but
did Sean Tucker take some of his touchdowns away?
Yeah, well, Sean Tucker, bro, and they've been doing this when Bucky was out. Sean Tucker, he gets all of the goal line touches. Mm-hmm. Last week they did use Bucky, but I think because Bucky's small, like you know what I'm saying, like, and he's just coming back from injury, so they're leaning on just like their three running backs because Rashad White. I think because they like Rashad White, and with Bucky, they're kind of really similar to how Atlanta is with Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. Like you have Bucky, who's really like explosive, but Rashad White, he's a bigger back, and he's really good at catching the ball. He's a really good pass catching running back. So they're still going with that 3-headed little trio. So it's gonna hurt Bucky's fantasy production. But I mean, he did give me almost 8 points, and he's my flex option. So I'm not like super disappointed about it, but I think it's going to be like that for a while.
Yeah, Sean Tucker was doing that. I was starting Rashad a few weeks when Bucky was out, and Sean Tucker was taking all his tuds.
So, for example, Sean Tucker,
See, she knows about Sean Tucker.
When you look at the red zone report, like Sean Tucker, he gets 14% of those red zone touches compared to Bucky gets like 5. Like Sean Tucker, I feel like, bro, that's interesting because that looks like it's turning into like a Zach Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker type of thing.
Rashad ain't gonna be there next year.
No, they like Rashad White for sure. Bucky's gonna be splitting with Rashad White because they give 2 different looks. Like I said, Bucky's really explosive, but then Rashad White, he's big. Like he's a bigger back. Sean Tucker, it's just right now, bro. Like Bucky's coming back from injury, and they don't want to just throw him out there for like that goal line work and risk him getting hurt.
All three look good too, just in different ways, but they all look good.
Yeah, but Bucky's I think Bucky's gonna eventually in a couple weeks
once he gets back. I think he's still their number one.
I mean, he just got hurt, bro. It's hard to just come back. It's they're trying to make a playoff push, and it's hard just to like come back and be the guy. But last week he got some of those touches. I think just it was a game script because Atlanta's defense is good, but it is what it is, bro.
So what tier do you put Bucky in now? Obviously, coming into the season, he was definitely one of the top tiers. Not one, maybe two or three, I'd say. But like, you
Yeah.
think his value is dropping a lot right now, or like, is
Uh
it just like short term? Like, what do you think?
So I still think Bucky is a top 10 back for sure. I think what does concern me a little bit is that he's little, like he's a smaller running back, bro. And the way he plays is just pedal to the metal. So it does kind of worry me like him like being injured, like getting injured, but I still think when Bucky's on when you watch Bucky, bro, he has just that extra something, you know?
He's
Like I,
explosive.
I really I really like Bucky. And again, like it's just hard, bro, to be out all year. Your team's trying to make a playoff push, and then you just bam, like let's go give Bucky 15, 20 carries, and they're gonna ease into him. They're gonna ease into that. But like I still like Bucky a lot. I'm curious to see like you said, like Shay, what looking from the outside, like what do you think Bucky's worth? Like if you were to try to go after a Bucky type.
I would still go after Bucky Irving. I think 16 carries coming back from
That's pretty
like
healthy.
starting to come back from an injury because if you look before he got hurt, the first 4 games he was getting 14 carries, 17 carries, 25 carries, 15 carries. So it's about on par with what he usually gets. Uh, and he still gets receiving work. So I like Bucky. He's only 1 year in the league, bro.
And
He's only
he has big
23.
playability. He has big playability.
He's only 23. So I still value Bucky as like one of the top running back ones in the league. Like I think Sean Tucker's good, but I don't think Sean Tucker or Rashad White, if all three of them are healthy, to be honest with you, I don't think either of those two threaten Bucky's like production.
I could be wrong on this, Greg, but I do think Rashad White might be a free agent after this year as well.
Yeah, he is. That's why I got
I
him,
think he is. So he's in a
because I
contract.
think
He's in.
Rashad. I watched Rashad play, and I just think he's good. And there's a lot of teams that need a running back, and he's going to go off of his rookie deal this year, so he's going to try to go get paid, and he's probably looking for a team that can use his services. He's good, bro.
Yeah, he
Off
is
the
good.
backfield,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
he has a little explosive. He's not the best in between tackle runner, I'd say, but I think he can get to a place where he can go to a place where he can get some playing time and actually be like a solid running back too, I think. So that's what I think about
Yeah.
Rashad. And I'm kind of betting on that a little bit, but he will. I don't think he'll be in Tampa next year.
He should go somewhere else. I mean, all the teams that need a running back, like
They should be. Yeah.
New
He's good,
York,
bro.
because Brees Hall is probably going to leave. So New York, Tennessee needs a running back. I don't think Tennessee really wants Tajay or wants Tony Pollard. Chicago could. I know they like Monungai, but
They're different styles, so that could work.
I don't know. There's so many different places. But that's the thing about running back, bro, is these teams aren't going to pay for a running back because that position has been like devalued so much where they could just go. You've seen it so many times where
But I look at like a
you
Javante
go
Williams,
get a
bro.
running back
Like
in the draft.
Javante Williams, I had him on my team last year, and I put him. I threw him in for a trade as like a little throw in. Even though he was starting with Denver last year, he wasn't like nowhere near the type of year he's having right now. But Dallas clearly needed a running back, bro, and he stepped up. So I think there's going
Yeah.
to be situations like that where Rashad could potentially have a little bit of a resurgence. Because I don't think he's old, bro. I think he could still play. You just watch him, like he moves really well still. So, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
it's a good piece to have, and it's just and especially like with like I kind of wish I had Rashad White specifically because I have Bucky. I still think it's important to have like your top players handcuffs. You do that in redraft. I think in Dynasty, if you can, that's important as well. Like if I have Rashad White, then when Bucky went down, I would have been not as panicky in a running back position. So yeah, I like Rashad White a lot.
I mean,
Yeah,
what's
that's a
up? What
good
you
point,
want for him?
Steve.
What you want to do for him? How much you like him? Like how much you
We got
really
to.
like him? Because he
Oh
is
no, how much?
available.
That's a
He is
good point,
Yeah,
available.
Steve, to be honest, because that was one of the strategies that I kind of capitalized on with Kamani Vidal.
yeah,
And I picked up Kamani Vidal, I'm looking right now, on the 25th of September, which was well before, like 2, 3 weeks before week 6 when he had that game. And I just thought, like, I knew he was on the team last year, and I think I've had this conversation with both of you guys. Like, I knew he was on the Chargers last year, so there's like
Yeah, they're comfortable with him.
familiarity with the playbook, and I was able to flip Vidal into a second round pick this year, which I think is that was like easy because to be real, like when Omarion's healthy, like Vidal's not gonna really be relevant, in my opinion.
No,
When you
you're
said
yeah, like,
But you know
bro.
what? As a Chargers fan, I will say this: after watching them play, they might have a little 1-2 punch with Omarion and him because Omarion came back. I mean, it's his first game back, but Kimani got most of the workload this last Monday night game, and he
But
looked good.
even just like draft, like even just like running a team, when you think of it, like if you're gonna expend that much draft capital and bet high on Omarion Hampton, you're not gonna like split the backfield with him.
Yeah,
You
like,
know what I mean?
bro.
Like,
Yeah, no, trading Kamani Vidal like in fantasy is especially like, bro. Shea traded Vidal 20 seconds after the game ended. Bake was like, I need him.
Yeah, he went
So
off.
like, especially for like dynasty, it's like you got to know the situation. Like they love Omarion Hampton. Najee Harris got hurt. They're on
Omarion
their
is
third
cold,
string
bro.
running back. A third string running back, he got the opportunity and he snapped and like Bake throwing a second rounder. You got to capitalize on that. And I think that's the type of trades where it's like you can get draft picks for. Yeah, go for it. Because Vidal's not doing nothing on the Chargers next
Yeah,
year,
well,
bro.
Shea literally just, you know, Shea
It was a
literally
free
fleeced that
free second
man
rounder.
for a second round, bro, because he was sitting on waivers, bro. I saw that. I
yeah.
was pissed off, bro. I threw my phone. I was like, "Gosh, damn, this fool Shea! I can't believe he did such a thing."
But that's why it's important to work the waiver wire and know, like,
I
okay, he's
texted him. I
starting.
said, "Shea,
Bam.
I
Let me
can't
see.
believe you took advantage of that man, bro. That is crazy."
Hey, Bake was rocking Vidal. Bake was rocking Vidal as his running back one until
Hey,
he did
he did
he could
good.
Honestly,
he
he
did.
should. He
He
Yeah,
got the
did
no,
decent.
good. Like,
I
but
think
yeah,
Vidal.
you look at the games though that he did good, bro. Is he dropped 21 against Miami? Okay, Miami's a okay defense, not crazy. Minnesota, he had 19. Great pass defense. I don't know about up front how good their defense is. He dropped against Vegas. He had 20
What did he do on
against
the Eagles? Because he played a lot in
against
that
the
Eagle
Eagles.
game.
He had 10, but he was
He had some good.
obviously he had more of the snap count than Omarion. And
That's what
when
I
you look at
noticed. Harbaugh kept him in there, and I was like, "Damn!" Even though Omarion looked great, but he kept him in there.
y- yeah, but
what's
Omarion just
crazy,
coming back from injury, no?
bro,
Like you're not.
Yeah,
what's
he
crazy
was.
is Omarion's snap percentage. He only got 31% of the snaps, and he had 3 more points than Vidal.
Well,
So
he
that
had
just
that 20.
already that shows right there, bro. Like he's more efficient with the ball because he's able to produce fantasy wise. So and then two, like, bro, like I don't see a world where Vidal and Hampton are sharing a backfield.
I could see it being like an Atlanta type situation though, like Bajan and
No,
Tyler
but
Algier.
here's the
But Najee's
I,
also hurt.
no, but here's the difference, Greg. With that Atlanta situation is like Tyler Algier, he can go start on a lot of teams. Right? So, like, that's why they split because he's
Yeah,
good. Like, I don't think
but
Vidal is, like, in that category where, like, they're splitting because 'cause they're like, "Oh, shit, like, Vidal's bringing something special." You know?
well,
They're literally they're splitting right now because on Mario and Hampton, they're trying to ease back their rookie. You know what I'm
so my
saying?
counter to that, and I understand that. I don't think you're right. It isn't like that because
Well,
Kimani's not.
Algier was the starter too before
Yeah,
Bijan
Yeah,
got there.
yeah. So Kimani's
and
not
he's
like that.
good.
You're right. It's not like that. The reason why I say that they will probably still Kimani can still be like a flex option in the long run is because the Chargers are so depleted at running back and Harbaugh likes to run the ball and they do need to have depth and they're not going there's really no depth there. So I think just by way of that alone, he's clearly second in line. Like in my opinion, I think he looked better than Najee Harris when Najee comes back. Like Najee's not that tight to me. So that's
Yeah,
my
but
that's my
but it could be. But if Vidal next year with a healthy Amari Hampton, if you're plugging in Vidal to your flex spot, you in trouble, my guy. you,
Yeah,
you're in
bro. I
trouble, my
want
guy.
nothing to do with Vidal in
That
fantasy,
hey,
bro.
to each though. If you want to start him on your flex, and I'll start a Bucky in my flex. So
I
we'll
think a
see.
lot of times too with these
We'll see how
young
that
running
goes.
backs, bro, especially the rookies, like especially with how expendable that position is, bro. Like those first 3 years of a running back's career in the NFL are so like valuable. I don't think they're gonna like spend it trying to like figure out a way to work in Vidal, bro.
No, I don't think they're gonna try to give him no, like Omarion, he's raw, bro. And you watch Omarion play, he's explosive. He can knock off big plays. Like I think he's gonna kill it. But he can't take every snap. And so, and they want to protect him as well. So I think that there could be a role for Kimani still, where Bake,
Probably practice
especially
squad.
for Bake, it works well because it is a handcuff for him. So
Let's be real. When
that's gonna be
Omarion
like
and Najee were healthy,
Yeah,
he was on the practice squad.
yeah.
Like that just says a
yeah, I
lot,
know.
like what they think.
But I think he's
And
played a lot. Again, as a Charger fan, I follow this like in the sense of, bro, he's taking advantage of his opportunity and he's growing. Like this Monday Night Football game told me a lot how much he played. Not even over Omarion, but over their other guy that they had. I'm blanking on his name, but that to me, Harbaugh,
Haskins.
yeah, to me, Harbaugh is like, okay, I trust him. Like I could see that. So
Hey, you know who is a young running back who might get the start this week? That's a sleeper. Is Jalen Wright from Miami. I have Jalen Wright,
mhm.
Yeah, Jalen
but
Wright.
but Jalen Wright. I thought Jalen Wright was gonna do a lot more last year. I think he got hurt, but Jalen Wright he snapped, and I think Devon Achan might miss this week. And
Yeah, he's questionable, I think.
if Achan misses this week, I'm plugging in. I'm plugging in Wright. I'll sit because I'm debating right now between Shakir just because like they're playing New England, and I'm kind of nervous for like Buffalo right now with the receiving group. But Jalen Wright, bro, if he gets the nod, because Miami, they realize, I mean, they should have been realizing this a while back. They know Tua can't throw, and they're just been running the ball, bro.
Yeah, Jalen
That's
Wright
all they
was
do.
he was the top 10 he was the top 10 running back added this week in waivers across like
Yeah.
fantasy.
Yeah, because I had him last year because I thought he was gonna be nice. So I'm starting him. I think he's gonna be really good. I'm happy I have Jalen Wright. So we'll see with Javon HN. I think I'm playing C Brooks right in the playoffs right now. And I'm kind of nervous. I think Jamar Chase is gonna snap too because bro, T. Higgins, that man had like 3 concussions
I
last game. Did you
know,
see how many
bro.
did you see how many times he hit his head?
Yeah, bro,
And they
and he been he
and they
been
put
dealing
it
with that.
Bro, he hit his head 3 times in a game. They still put him in, and then after the game, they're like, "Oh, yeah, you do have a concussion." So, like, for me, I don't think there's a shot T. Higgins plays, even though, like, they haven't said anything. T. Higgins ain't playing because if they do, that's crazy. Because he hit his
I
head.
hope he just
He hit his
chills
head
for the
twice.
rest of the year, bro, because
Yeah,
that's
they
that's
should.
not good.
So
Because
I
they
think
ain't gonna make the playoffs.
Jamar Chase is gonna be good. So mine and C. Brooks' matchup, it's gonna come down to the wire.
Yeah, I think Baltimore the last 5 games they've been giving up like points above like expected. Like they've been giving up way more points at the wide receiver position the last 5 games.
Oh, yeah,
And that
because
was
yeah, because
Pitt,
Baltimore's they're whack, bro. Their
that
defense.
was Steelers, Bengals, Jets, Browns, and Minnesota. Like they gave up more points than expected. So that's a good matchup for Jamar Chase. He should have a
Yeah,
good
he's
game.
he's gonna have a good game. Who is Greg? Are you able to look at the Jimmy's matchup? So Jimmy's playing Jack Boys. I beat Jack Boys last
Yeah,
week.
check this
I
out.
think Jimmy has a better team overall than Jack Boys, but I think Jack Boys can pull off that matchup. I think Jimmy's team is better, but Jack Boys he has a couple of those players that are like just like James Cook is gonna have a bounce back game. He's gonna have a
Mhm.
bounce back game because it's weird. New England's defense is one of the best, but they give up a lot of goal line touchdowns, bro. So I think James Cook is gonna bounce back. I think he has Puka, he has Brock Bowers. Him and Jimmy are gonna be locked in. That's gonna be
So
a
you
really
got
good
Jalen
playoff
Hurts
matchup.
versus Josh Allen. Yeah, I got their matchup right here. Yeah, James Cook. Hopefully Josh Jacobs gonna play.
I think
DeAndre's
Rico
been
has a
playing
good
well.
game. I think
CD is
right there,
supposed to
Jimmy has Shay, what do you think about Swift with Manungai?
I
I think
think
Swift's still good, bro. Like
Swift is
let's look at
good,
what Swift
but
is looking like. Yeah, but we was
What's he
having this
doing right now?
conversation last year, bro. We've been having this about him and
I
he's
mean, slowly
been balling.
Monunga has been eating more into that workload
Yeah, yeah.
where it's getting more even. And
Those goal line
And
touches for sure.
who do the Bears play this week? I think they
they
play
play
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
oh yeah, so Cleveland's defense. Bro, Cleveland's defense is crazy. I think so is that's again, so like look at he has DeAndre Swift. It's gonna be I don't know, that's gonna be a good matchup. I do think Jimmy team is better, but
I think
We'll
Zay
see.
Flowers is man. When you got Zay Flowers in, man, you just gotta hope and pray for real.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Zay
Yeah.
Flowers. I don't like Zay. I'm not the biggest Zay Flowers fan. But yeah,
I
And
we'll
actually
then he's
tune
traded
in
starting
and
Zay.
Jordan Addison.
I
Damn.
drafted Zay and I traded him.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's
That's a
talented, but just the way that offense works, bro, it's tough. He's too up and down.
So we'll see. Hopefully I'm back on this podcast
Hey, let me ask you
with a
guys this
playoff
real quick
win.
because I was thinking about this. So I in my other league, so it's not dynasty, but sitting out Justin Jefferson and playing Michael
No.
Wilson.
No.
I don't think
You
you
can't
ever
do
do that, bro.
No, you
Bro,
can't do
are
that
you
because
bro?
no,
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Bro, Justin Jefferson, are you serious? Like we
I
know
don't
what he
I'm
is,
not
but
I'm
bro,
not the
Michael
biggest
Wilson has
JJ
been
McCarthy.
going crazy.
You don't have another wide receiver that you can sit to start Michael Wilson?
Bro, I'm not the worst receiver I got is Justin Jefferson. For real.
Wait, name the receivers first.
Drake London, which I
He
don't
was
know if
out.
he'll yeah, I know,
Okay,
but
Michael Wilson.
I'm just saying I'm just giving you my lineup. Let me see here. I got too
Bro,
many.
actually, bro, don't show me.
I'm
Shay,
not playing Justin
this
Jefferson,
man
bro.
said Michael Wilson or Justin Jefferson. Do you know who the Cardinals
Michael
are
Wil-
playing this weekend, bro? Bro, do you know who the Cardinals are playing?
Bro, look, I got Debo Samuel, Cortland Sutton, Michael Wilson,
I would start
Justin
him.
Jefferson, Jerry
I would start him
Judy,
over
Ricky
Debo.
Pearsall.
Who's
I'm not
starting?
starting Justin Jefferson, bro. Sit Justin Jefferson
Who's in
down.
your starting lineup right now?
Wait. Shay, let the man start Michael Wilson over Justin Jefferson. Do that, Gray. Hop back
See,
on the
that's the problem with
podcast.
you guys.
Let me know.
I'm saying, bro, it's the writings on the wall. Justin Jefferson,
I know, but
he's not he's not
you
it's
know,
not looking good this season, bro.
do you know who Minnesota's playing, and do you know who Arizona's playing?
Yeah,
Bro,
Minnesota's playing Dallas. So
Bro,
you
that's
got
green.
and then you got
Arizona has
Michael
a
Wilson. Yeah, they're playing Houston. That's going to be tough. But Michael Wilson been
bro.
going crazy. And
Arizona
Jacoby
has the
Brissett,
hardest.
he ain't got a
Arizona has the
quarterback issue,
hardest.
bro.
Houston's defense is elite, bro. I'm not trusting them.
Nope.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, look,
Houston's
the
defense
title
could
of this
win a game by
podcast, why you should
themselves.
start Michael Wilson over Justin Jefferson.
Go for
Bro,
it.
you look at every wide receiver that went against that Houston defense, they got shut down.
Houston's defense is raw, bro.
Bro,
But I tell
Houston's
you one
defense.
name. I
Dallas,
got
bro.
one name.
Bro,
I got
Dallas
one name
is
for you
so
guys.
green.
I got one name for you guys. Jacoby Brissett.
Greg, I'm gonna tell
What
you
about
right
him?
now. Hey, I'm gonna tell you
You'll
right
see.
now, Greg. Right now,
Jacoby.
Houston's defense. You saw
I'm
what they
not
did to
starting Justin
Patrick.
Jefferson, bro.
Greg, you saw what Houston just did to Patrick Mahomes. You saw what they did to that offense. Houston could win a game. Their defense wins games by themselves. And
Bro,
on the
Patrick
flip
Mahomes
side,
got
bro,
5 points.
I think Nico
At
Collins
home,
is gonna.
too.
Yeah, and I think Nico
Jacoby
Collins is gonna
Brissett,
snap.
hey, Jacoby threads that thing. Michael catches that thing. It's as simple as that.
Well, I say, hey, I say we
Hey, I
leave the
can't wait to
podcast.
see the game.
I say we leave that podcast here, bro, and we come back to this.
Yeah,
This man's gonna
we'll
start.
run it back.
This man's gonna start Justin Jefferson over
Hey, let me
Michael
ask you guys.
Wilson.
Let me ask you guys this: who's your guys' like game of the week as far as like the most fantasy production?
That's a good question. Let's
I
see
think
here.
it's gonna come down. I think Jamar Chase and Cincinnati is gonna have a good matchup. So I think anybody on that team.
So I got
I gotta look at the
I
schedule.
got the calendar up right here. So we got
There's gonna be. There's
Cleveland, Chicago. Yeah, I think that Cincinnati, Baltimore. There's gonna be a lot of points there.
I'm gonna say Detroit and LA's game of the week fantasy wise.
Expand.
That could be. Yeah, there's gonna be some good ones. And
Simple. Over and under is 54.5, bro. Like
I think
yeah, you're right.
Vegas is predicting a lot of points at
And they
that
throw
game.
the ball. Yeah,
They're playing
yeah.
in LA.
Man, that's gonna be a dope game, actually. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one for sure.
I think my top performers that I think are like not sleepers because at this point everyone's rostered in Dynasty, but I think that Houston's defense is so elite that they're gonna stop Arizona and get so much good field position. And I think CJ Stroud is like catching his stride right now. They're gonna be operating a lot of times in just like the in goal line, bro, like in a 5 and a 10-yard line. I think Nico Collins and Woody Marks snap this week, bro. I think Woody Marks finally finds the end zone, and I think Nico Collins has a big game, and so does CJ. That's gonna be it.
I don't like the Arizona matchup in Houston against that defense, bro. Hey, but
Hey, friendlies.
I like Jefferson versus Dallas. I
Yeah.
don't like Michael Wilson versus Houston. And you're right, bro. Michael Wilson has had a way better like production than has had way better production than Justin Jefferson. So I understand what you're chasing, Like I get it, it makes sense, but matchups matter, bro. Like
Yeah, Greg,
I
you
just
matchups.
think
can't
quarterback
do that.
situation matter over
Like I
matchup.
was looking at some stats, and the Bucks are one of the worst tight end teams, bro. Like they do not play the tight end well. They don't defend the tight end well. And look what
It's
happened,
so
bro. Like
No,
matchup,
matchups do matter. They do
yeah.
matter for sure.
So I don't know, but I'm excited.
We'll
I
recap these
think
games, talk about the playoff
Yeah,
matchups.
we'll tap in next week.
I'm gonna beat C Brooks, bro, by a lot. C Brooks, if you're listening, good luck. But nobody with Kareem Hunt, Tyler Shuck is gonna make it to the second round of the playoffs. We'll see how it is. Good luck, Greg, starting Justin Jefferson,
No,
and
I'm
we'll just
sitting
stay
Justin
tuned.
Jefferson.
All right, friendlies.
All right, y'all.
stay tuned.
Ghost. Bye, Junie.